far, far away from here. It's your first day of vacation and you're at the beach. You're reading a good book, you have a cocktail in your hand, you're enjoying your time, and you feel this is just a perfect moment. And you want to share this moment with your friends. What can you do? You can share it on Facebook, tagging the location and your friends. You can put it on Path, on Instagram, on Foursquare, on Twitter. But every social platform that you see here just is not enough to share the real beauty of that perfect moment. On Set Life, we allow you to simultaneously tag a series of details that convey the richness of your experience. So where you're at, the friends that you're with, the title of the book that you're reading, what you're listening to, what you're drinking, what you're wearing, and so on. So this is the first platform where social users meet brands at higher conversion rates, because SetLife takes these details to build a perfectly individually relevant recommendation engine for e-commerce. The perfect moment is just a starting point. I can upload it, but then I can react to the statuses of my friends by telling which songs I like, which books I like to read, giving SetLife valuable data and insight on potential customers or current customers of products and services. I can explore in real time what's happening in the world, so the most popular drinks being drank, the books being read, where people are going, so I see the heartbeat of the world. And then Concierge is a section which is divided in books, movies, fashion, places, restaurants, that basically gives you suggestions that inspire your future perfect moments. So it's a perfectly spot-on engine that never skips a beat. It knows your tastes, it knows your lifestyle, and it's able to always recommend the perfect thing for you. Our market is made up by heavy social media users. We're talking about 200 million people, especially female millennials. Lindsay Lohan is an example. She published a SetLife status without even knowing it. She did it on Twitter, but without getting all the valuable insight and information that she could have gotten from SetLife. Competition-wise, we see our competitors ordered by two variables, so apps or websites that focus on the diary aspect, so publish anything and everything every day, or lifestyle guides like Best of All Worlds or A Small World. And then there are a series of platforms that concentrate just on one aspect of the experience, just the music, just the dish that you're eating, or just your location. SetLife basically takes the best parts of social media, puts them in a blender, and it produces something that's very individually relevant for users to showcase their lifestyles and for brands to show how they can enhance these lifestyles all over the world. Our business model is freemium double-sided. Right now, we're focusing on user acquisition, and our current revenue streams derive from the iTunes affiliation program. So any book, movie, song you buy through iTunes, we get a cut of that revenues. In the future, we will be focusing on in-app purchases and pro accounts for users and for brands that give further functionalities that will better your experience on SetLife. And of course, advertising. We have valuable data on who is buying what. We have a very strong link between user patterns on SetLife and intentions of purchase in the real world. So True Concierge users are automatically linked to all the e-commerce websites to buy just the things they love. At a later stage, we will be offering memorabilia, so physical products of otherwise only digital memories. Our team is a small but international team. We're a C corporation incorporated in Delaware but based in New York. And we have strong marketing, sales, production, and technical skills. And we're all over the map. We're in New York, we're in London, we're in Paris, we're in Naples, we're in San Diego. Right now, SetLife is live on the App Store. We put it out as an MVP, and we're gathering valuable feedback on which we're iterating for a new version with a better user experience. And the new SetLife 1.0 version will come out in January. For the first 6 months, we're asking for $300K, which we'll use mostly for development purposes to build Concierge. Why invest in SetLife now? We believe we have a product which is innately contagious. Vanity is as old as mankind. And who invests with us will have a first mover advantage since there is no other platform that is focusing on quality content on social media. So yeah, capture the perfect moment to invest in SetLife. Thank you.
Okay, who wants to start?
I'll start. I loved it. I thought it was very good. You had a nice flow up and down. You covered all the key points. I don't have any criticism. I thought it came through. I mean, it's effective. I'm not sure there are other things to improve here, but it came through as an opportunity. I think, for me, I had objections in the beginning, even till today, understanding what is this perfect moment, you know. But I think what you said in terms of integrating all the other platforms and the one, that message came through for me. And it's intriguing. I think it worked for me.
And you always had a good pitch in general. I think if we can talk about improvements, I think you go a little bit too fast. You say a lot of things, and you know, it's kind of hard to follow all the key information that you. So just add a few pauses here and there. Just enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Yeah, it's true.
Just enjoy it. Take a breath. You have plenty of time, and the communication would go. People need to have a little bit more time
How
to
long
digest.
did I?
Yeah, 5 minutes. So you're
5
right on
minutes.
time. It just as a style. I think your critical point, and I mean the presentation I think is pretty rich. Is again, how do you plan to get traction? Because you know, the thing that we've always been saying, and I guess is again a big question mark on your side, but give some hints, you know, as these guys did. If you want to bring the attention to Pinterest of the world, we can do like these guys, but in this way. And to me, I mean, I'm not quite sure. You said at the end, you launch an MPP, so you know, you know it's a kind of at the beginning. But then, how do you scale? You know, how do you?
I remember we took out the traction plan. Last time you said it was wishy-washy, so we're still thinking on how to integrate it. We haven't figured it out yet, but yeah, because we have a few ideas, but we have to convey it better than it was before. But we haven't really. We have to get there.
Use Facebook.
No, actually, yeah. Well, one thing we could do is this is the status how we show it on SetLife. When you share it on Facebook or on Twitter,
Right.
it looks a little differently. So we could put that image there, since that is our main marketing tool right now, and probably starting also next year.
You could.
Yeah.
Do you have any data that we can draw any conclusion at this stage? You launched a few months. I mean, it's
A
still
month ago, yes.
a month ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so try to extrapolate some
yeah.
data so that again, you know, on the other side, okay, so you're working on the data. This is going to be your big deal. It's not a product. It's
Yeah.
how that
No,
can
I forgot
scale.
to mention, how many users we have up to
But
date.
just show one slide where you're actually showing that somewhere in the team there's somebody actually, you know, splitting the data and just making sense of that.
Okay.
Because then eventually this is going to be your critical point, whatever presentation
that's
you
our
have.
business, the concierge. So, and the information behind it.
So try to, I mean, at least on one side, I mean, I don't know how you guys are actually making sense of that data, but
Well, since concierge is not out there
Launch.
yet, yeah, we have to build it. So eventually we will have to find this.
you do have some feeds, right? So today, just, is there anything that, how many users are there today?
1,000. Scarce
What's the
1,000.
stickiness? How many
Well,
times you use it, you know?
Yeah, no,
people,
we have a lot of sessions per day, but it's not representative data. It's just
why not? Because that, I mean, again, you know, you're trying to scale and it's all, you know, lean startup machine, it's all about, okay, how do I
Yeah.
then use this sample and try to extrapolate where, if actually I'm adding the right things.
Yeah, sure.
Because we are also changing so much, because we have just received some feedbacks, so we are,
Yeah,
Mhm.
but right
it's
now.
the alpha version of the,
No, but we really are concentrating all of our efforts on redesigning the app, on improving the user experience, because right now we're keeping it with friends and family. So it's, we have 1,000 users, but active around 300 probably. So it's not data that statistically can lead to something valuable in concierge.
But I mean, you're making actions. I mean, if you're changing the product, I assume it's not just from your gut feeling,
No,
but
no,
it's
no.
actually based
Just-
on
yeah.
data. That's what people
Yeah.
want to hear. That
Yeah.
so make an example of something. You know, the application has been in the market for a month. Is a restricted beta.
Mhm.
That's what we learn from the user experience. A
Okay.
couple of hints.
Lessons learned. Okay. there was a question.
The same
Okay.
about traction. So.
Okay.
Can I ask you why you don't provide the opportunity to log in by Facebook?
We do.
Ah, okay. I was using it now.
It's in the login page.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Question for me. The music at the beginning was nice, but then you're just listening to the music and
Yeah, it was kind
the
of,
words look like a little bit disturbing.
Okay.
At certain point. At the beginning it was perfect.
Yeah.
I was imagining I was there on the beach.
yeah, it wasn't helping you.
Yeah.
It wasn't helping you because either you speak much louder.
Thank you. That was a test to actually see if we could embed the music or not. So
Yeah.
We
That's
can
definitely
put
not.
it and then
Few
for
seconds,
just
yeah.
3
Yeah,
seconds
few
and then
seconds,
Oh,
get
yeah,
the-
yeah.
get it done.
Just a few seconds. Okay, so you want music during the pitch? Just a
And
little
also
bit.
a cocktail with you.
We have a lot of
Just do it, but just enjoy it. If there is a music,
Yeah.
just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
enjoy that there is something. Take a,
Yeah. Okay.
and
If
then
if we can bring in props, then we will do so next time. I swear.
is that going to be just a mobile kind of use case?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love one thing, but that's being not very social networking person. I would like to see how easy it is to make a post.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure it's easy and it takes like probably a span of seconds.
It takes more than a normal status on Facebook or Instagram because you have more information to put in. But that's also our bet. I mean, if it's a perfect moment that you want to share, you can put that little extra effort in to tag the music, to add the book, add what you're drinking. So we are improving the upload experience. We're streamlining it because it can be improved, but it will always be something that's slightly more lengthy than a Twitter
Oh,
status.
yeah. But I mean, if it's status trends, I will definitely make it clear and see, maybe just having a slide.
Yeah. The animation of the upload.
Animations like saying, you can add
Yeah.
music and brands and whatever else,
Okay. Sure.
just to make it clear that it's actually, it takes longer than maybe tweeting, but
Yeah. No, I get your point. Yeah, we have to do this video.
Because it's clear that you don't. I mean, you have a sense that there are feeds there, but it's not quite clear what's the UI it's all about.
Yeah.
So having a little.
exactly,
More-
yeah, a little bit of UI.
Video might help there too, possibly, who knows, yeah.
Yeah.
Or just do it in real time. The screen somehow.
Well, on a cell phone.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. There are ways to do that, but yeah, it's better if you fake it like you guys.
All right.
So always you have a niche in the sense your real target user, who is it?
Anybody who is both on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on Foursquare, or just basically enjoys sharing everything in his or her life.
So it's anybody.
Yeah, it's all, I can't say almost anybody, otherwise I'd be saying entire continents like the Kushina Manchina girls. But it's heavy social media users, people that enjoy sharing things about their life. They've tried out Foursquare, maybe they got tired of it right now. They tried Pinterest when it was a novelty, maybe now it's starting to wear off. They use Instagram every day. These kind of social media users, but heavy if you want to focus it.
Like it's said that when everyone is your target, no one is your real target. Like I think you should focus on one little target user. You should identify if it's a girl which is below 18 years, or you have a picture that you want
I
and
said it,
focus.
mostly millennial females.
Yeah, and I don't know, I would say you should focus and say more that this is the app for this kind of people, and then when it will be so cool, also other
Okay.
people will use it. Every social network started in a very little niche, which is geographical or like specific for interest or
Okay.
something. So
I mean, the same Facebook, but not
Yeah.
for everyone.
When we started, but do you expect people to, as an I mean, if you have your perfect moment, you expect your usual person, I mean, your target user, to post both on Facebook as they used to, because they're heavy social folks, and on Set Life?
No, because on Facebook I'm not allowed to simultaneously tag the book and the food for the music, whatever. I just have limited options, so I could, but it will always be an incomplete moment. If I want to convey the big picture and really have my friends envy me, then I have to use set life. I have to show the big picture. The rest of the social media, it's like a paradox. I mean, we have all this white noise, social media, clutter, but if you take all into a blender and you mix them all together, then you have something that is very individually relevant and very rich in meaning. Set life, because you're taking the location from Foursquare, the weather from InstaWeather, the songs from Soundtracking, the food from Food Spotting, everything. Set life.
It also means that I'm going to post once a season.
True.
In my case,
True,
that's
but
what
you're
I was
gonna
saying.
look at all the moments of your friends.
Which is probably, before it becomes relevant in a number of streams. I think that's a potential issue, because there's not enough perfect moments unless you have a network of 1 million people already there as my friends.
It
Yeah,
depends because you're not our main target.
Okay,
So that's
thank
why
you.
you
No,
will
but
I'm not a millennium
But apart
girl.
apart from that, apart from that,
True.
a
Such an
perfect
amazing
moment
life,
it can be like you're walking in the street, like right beneath this tower, there's this piano player all day. He's been playing the piano all day, and when you come out, you hear the voices in the tower, you hear this piano, but for me, that's a perfect moment. I take a picture of the piano player, I record 22 seconds of his music, I tag her, I tag what I'm wearing, I tag the coffee, so it's not
So make this kind of
necessarily-
examples, because then it becomes, otherwise it will,
It's
too generic. I mean, it's too
or
hypothetical.
just two perfect moments.
Oh, it's two perfect moments. So I say, okay, good in theory, but what is the practice? I mean, are you actually, and that's why I'm saying, I mean, the users, even if they're a small amount,
Yeah, no, they're using
how they're
it for.
using it, for what?
Right now, we saw users publish old photos of perfect moments and recreating them on Set Life, and also new perfect moments that are not just like I got married or even I'm just playing with my 4-year-old nephew coloring albums.
Hmm. So you should do, I mean, at the graduation next week, just
Uh-huh.
make that as your perfect moment. Just do it live.
Something more
this
simple.
This is my perfect moment. I'm going to do it now. There's a little music, which is you, and then
Yeah,
I'm
we
going to
need
post it.
Okay.
Can I a question?
Sure.
I never thought about it, thinking that maybe now is not important, but maybe in the future, if you really want to compare the work, can be very important. Do you have a moderator?
We have a abuse reporting system, which is right now is manual. If you see an offending status, which is in breach of our terms of conditions, you can hit report abuse. We see it immediately. We can decide the action to take. We can ban users, so it's manual right now. It's not anything. There's not an
Because you
algorithm.
know the word is crazy. Maybe someone can
Ah,
publish
sure.
a racism photo or something that
Of
can
course.
offend that one.
Yeah.
And,
But we need another user to report it before we can take action.
okay.
Okay, good. We're done. 7 o'clock.